Ohayou gozaimasu. Konnichiwa. Hello everyone again. This may be my last video of the day. I'm not certain yet. We'll see how I'm feeling. I'm going to be starting a very fun series that I can't wait to do. I think this will certainly benefit many people. I haven't seen anyone else, and I honestly haven't seen anyone else do it here on YouTube. I'd like to make a series of videos that is sort of slightly a compilation of, recommendations and such. But I'd like to make a series that will help newcomers to Japanese professional wrestling. I'd like to give them an introduction. I'd like to point them in the right directions, the entertaining directions, the intense directions, the stiff directions. Uh, the last thing that I, as a wrestling fan, would want is for another wrestling fan to come to the Orient and to be disenchanted with something that they find. Not everyone can get into every aspect of Puroresu, certainly not at first. So I'd really like to make a series of videos devoted for newcomers and sort of fresh individuals on the Japanese professional wrestling scene. Everything from All Japan Pro Wrestling and New Japan Pro Wrestling in the 1990s to the junior scene, to the current scene, to great title runs and great title matches, defenses, title changes. I'd like to direct them to, fantastic death matches. Japan has the best death matches in the world. I will defend that opinion to my own death. Show them try and help them out on the indie scene. I really feel this is something that needs to be done. I certainly would have loved for such a series, a concept, to have existed when I was getting into Puroresu. Thankfully, I didn't really require it. I fell in love with Japanese professional wrestling even faster than I did with wrestling to begin with. For obvious reasons, American wrestling is, a fairly shallow well, with all due respect. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what I'll title this series quite yet, but this is the, I suppose, the announcement. I would like to do a little something with this video though before jumping into this series. Which will have some clever, relevant title towards my channel, I guess. Before jumping into this series, I would like to, for newcomers and for people who are already, savvy with the Puro scene, I'd just like to mention a couple guys, out of respect, some younger men, no age requirement, just some individuals who I really love for all my Puroresu brothers and sisters to go focus on just a little bit more. Now, some of these guys really have broke out already. The guys like Sekimoto and Ibushi, for example. Those are two guys who, 5 years ago, people would hear whispers of and see some things of. I guess if you were, a tape trader. Because, I mean, the YouTube Japanese wrestling selection has really only boomed in, the last 2 years. I could be wrong, but that's certainly what I've seen. When I look at the upload dates of a lot of these matches, they haven't been floating around for very long. So, yeah, I realize that some of these guys certainly do have more presence now. Sekimoto has gotten a hell of a lot of presence in the last year and a half. But these are some guys that I know a lot of us here love, and there's some guys that I would definitely love for this community of people here to pay more attention to, as much as watching old All Japan Pro Wrestling matches is fun. I think there's a lot of gems out there that not enough people get around to seeing. So I'll name some individuals, and I'll post some matches, direct links here on YouTube for some great introductions to those individuals. I'll be doing this throughout my series as well, but I'd really like to, while this is fresh on my mind, to talk about a couple individuals that I think are just fantastic workers. Some newer workers. well, a couple of these guys are are getting up there in age now, but okay. Let's start with Sekimoto, a very obvious one. I don't need to say too much on Sekimoto Daisuke, but I think this guy needs, all of our eyes, all of our attention. Sekimoto has an amazing track record. There are so many great examples that I could post. Um, Depicting how awesome Sekimoto is as a heavyweight, as an athlete, as a worker, and the guy has tons of personality. He's got great facials, great selling, very powerful for a man of his height, very intimidating stature. He's what I don't really know if there are any bones to pick with Sekimoto. Over the last year, yes, he has gotten bigger and slightly. I think limiting is kind of unfair considering he is in the heavyweight division. But yeah, he's not quite as jumpy as he used to be, I suppose. But he without a doubt deserves a spotlight. So definitely, guys, check out Sekimoto Daisuke more often. His most recent series of tag team matches, I will post both of those amazing matches in the description box. Fantastic stuff. He recently had a run which I mentioned before ended. I believe it was in March. Yeah, it was in March that it ended. He fell to Seiya Ryuji. Or Ryuji Sai. Sorry guys, tired. Where he was the top guy for 0-1, the AWA World Championship. I believe that's what it's called. Because of the NWA partnership. Now, Sekimoto throughout his I believe he's been now this is his 10th or 11th year now. He's still a young man. He's I believe he's only about 29 or 30 years of age. So, without a question, he's got a long career ahead of him, and I couldn't be happier. Harashima is another man I'd like to highlight. Harashima works for DDT, the Dramatic Dream Team, I believe. Dramatic Dream Team. I believe that's what the company is called. The Indie Entertainment Fed. A lot of people know it for its comedy. For its display of very interesting sort of I guess it's sort of like I'm not sure if it's older than the Hustle. I think it is. Hustle was a short-lived promotion, a very popular entertainment hybrid promotion featuring a lot of really awesome stuff. But DDT is sort of a comedic. Not sort of. It's a comedic fed, and it's a lot of fun. Harashima has pretty much been the backbone of the serious and often not so serious singles division. What singles division there is in DDT. Harashima is fucking amazing. I love Harashima. I really wish I think pardon me, guys. I'm sorry. I'm really tired. I really hope for Harashima to stand on some bigger stages in the future. DDT had a pretty damn big show, considering they're an indie fed, back in, forgive me, guys. I think it was just before it was October or November of last year, I think it was, against Sekimoto, where he actually beat Sekimoto for, obvious booking reasons. But the match that I will be recommending and posting in the description box is his match against Ibushi. Holy shit, that is one of my favorite junior heavyweight matches of the last 10 years. That match is fucking amazing. I'm not even going to bother describing it. I'm just going to post it in the description box. It is awesome, guys. Sick finish. Ridiculous spots. Really, really intense. It's not very short, and yet it's not dragged out whatsoever. Those two guys could go for days. Amazing stuff. They complement each other so perfectly. Harashima is amazing. And obviously Ibushi Kota. I mean, a guy that literally has worked a match with a blow-up doll. There's just nothing that man can't do, singles, tag team, or otherwise. Or otherwise. Harashima, Sekimoto, another individual which I'm recently being acquainted with. I think a lot of that thanks goes to my German friend, Dangerous Kid Noah. Um, is Sasaki Yoshihito. Yoshihito, I believe that's his name. Sorry, guys. Damnedest, sickest lariat I have seen in so long. Forgive my North American English, but wow. Sasaki is amazing. Sasaki and Sekimoto, for those of you who don't know, are homegrown Big Japan Pro Wrestling heavyweights. Big Japan Pro Wrestling is the main and fucking amazing, one of my favorite federations. They are the main death match at this point in time promotion in Japan. Now, FMW started to get the death match over in the 90s with Onita, importing it. But Big Japan Pro Wrestling, no one does death matches like Big Japan, and because of that, Big Japan will often be not dismissed, but will often be assumed as basically an ultra violent. I hate that term because it's usually associated with really, really crappy American indie feds. Sorry, guys. But there's no question that Big Japan Pro Wrestling delivers as much on the wrestling as it does with the violence. I will also defend that to my death. Sekimoto and Sasaki are phenomenal. Sasaki has just the fucking sickest lariat I think I've seen in the last 10 years. Him and Kojima Satoshi are probably my favorite lariat users of the last decade. Yeah, they are. And definitely two of my favorite ever. Sasaki, Sekimoto, Harashima, please, guys, give these guys more attention. Give them your support. What support we can give here on the internet. They are amazing. I will touch base on so many more people, so many more individuals when I do my series. So I don't want to drag this on any longer. I'm very excited to do this. I hope to see some support. Even if I only reach 25, 100, maybe 200 people, I don't give a shit. I know I'm gonna help some people, and I think this is a great idea. So I'm not entirely sure exactly where I will start in terms of recommendation and such, but I'll do more than just introduce them to people and eras and title runs, matches, etc. I'll also try and get into, just for fun, get into the linguistics of it too. Try and help them understand certain things, certain tendencies of the announcers, certain cool things with the crowd. When they yell "Kyohei," that kind of thing. Just fun little miscellaneous stuff to help integrate newcomers. So yeah, hopefully I'll explain a little bit about Japanese culture, the seniority system, the booking, what to expect, what not to expect, tendencies ranging from I don't want to get lost in describing this, but I hope to see some support. So leave your comments. If you have any suggestions at all, please feel free to just rant on all day. I don't care. Video response or word on my wall or on this video. Whatever you choose, guys, would be much appreciated. I'm really excited to do this. If anyone wants to help out, or if anyone wants to make a series of their own, hey, feel free. I just want to help some people here on YouTube. So I'm hoping this is a success. So you will see much more of me in the near future, perhaps even today. I might kick it off. So for now, the few of you have been wonderful, and I shall see you soon. So, mata ne.